We are on the Bosphorus looking at the Dolmabahce Mosque, adjacent to the Dolmabahce Palace. Today we are sailing to the Prince's Islands on the Sea of Marmara, looking at the coveted skyline of Istanbul, coveted by generations of Ottoman rulers. The mosques did not exist at that time, but there were churches instead. Dolmabahce Palace was constructed by Sultan Abdülmecid in 1853 to compete with the opulence of European palaces. He did a mighty fine job. This Baroque-style palace has ceilings carved in gold, columns of colored stone, chandeliers like upturned hillocks, Belgian mirrors ranging from floor to high ceiling, carpets, curtains, furniture, oil paintings, urns, porcelain, everything extravagant, everything awe-inspiring. In Greek, Bosphorus means ford of the cow. Mythology has it that when goddess Io enchanted Zeus, Hera, the wife of Zeus, sent a swarm of gnats to torment her. For some inexplicable reason, she turned herself into a cow and swam across the channel. Because of its strategic location, the Bosphorus has become an international waterway from 1936 onwards. Turkey patrols ships that fly the Turkish flag. A lot of oil tankers carry oil from the Black Sea, which is in the north of the strait. The oil fields are in Russia and other Central Asian states. Other European countries have their own cargo ships sailing the Bosphorus. A 2-hour ship ride from Istanbul takes us to Büyükada, the Big Island, in a cluster of 9 Prince's Islands. Those who could afford a house in the island came here to escape the summer heat of the city. Now tourists enjoy the seafood restaurants and walk or take a horse carriage ride around the island. A brisk walker can tour the island in 1.5 hours. See the carriages pass by, most of them dangling the blue evil eye called Nazar. Look at the yale or wooden mansions and visit the St. George's Chapel in the center of the island. Several factors contributed to the decline of the Ottoman Empire starting from the 1700s. Trade flourished in Turkey as it lay on the path of the major trade routes between Asia and Europe. Then Columbus discovered the New World, from where silver and gold poured into Europe. And Vasco da Gama found an alternate route to India via the southern tip of Africa. There was an army corps made of Christians who were separated from their families in their childhood and groomed to be faithful to the Sultan. These soldiers, called Janissaries, started becoming corrupt and too powerful. They settled in their vast lands and gave up fighting, but they could not be disbanded. Twice they killed the sultans who tried to curtail their power. Various nations within the empire broke away. The Habsburgs took over Hungary, Russia gained Crimea, Napoleon invaded Egypt. Moldova, Wallachia and Greece became autonomous principalities. An European coalition gained control of the Mediterranean Sea, and the Renaissance and Industrial Revolution transformed Europe. And yet, the Muslim clerics in Turkey discouraged intellectual inquiry. Colonial powers found Turkey to be a source of cheap raw materials and a good market for finished products. Public utilities such as the post office, the railway, the tramway, and electricity were managed by European powers. A pan-Slavic movement instigated by Russia created the Slavic nations of the Balkan Peninsula. Muslim refugees flooded Anatolia. Sultan Abdul Hamid II, at the end of the 1800s, created a secret police and ruled with an iron fist. The opposition, the Young Turks Party, staged a revolution in 1908 and overthrew the Sultan. By then, rival European powers were wooing the sick man of Europe, and when the First World War broke out in 1914, Turkey found itself co-opted in the German side. Britain took over Egypt and helped the Arab uprising against the Young Turks in 1916. As retaliation to Muslim bloodletting in the Balkans, Greeks and Armenian Christians were massacred, and some of them marched out of Turkey. When the war ended, the Ottoman Empire had vanished. Britain occupied Iraq and Palestine. France controlled Lebanon and Syria. Thrace was given to Greece. France and Italy were given spheres of influence around the Mediterranean. The Dardanelles, Bosphorus, and Istanbul were under international control. Independent Kurdish and Armenian states were carved out of Anatolia in the east. But today is a special day, October 29th. In 1923, on this day, Turkey became a republic, a Cumhuriyeti. Thanks to the efforts of a First World War veteran, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. The naval band is playing Turkish nationalistic songs, much to the delight of visitors to the island enjoying their holiday here. Live sea bass is being sold here. The seafood restaurants display the catch of the day under showcases. Like everywhere else in Istanbul, you see cats, an absolute plethora of them, well-groomed, friendly to humans. There is a bazaar near the port that sells books, jewelry, clothes, and all other holiday accessories.